The only team with 0 turnovers on the season. They haven't punted in the last 2 games. They take on the Cardinals today. Jayden Daniels was spectacular on Monday night. 21 of 23. He had more total touchdowns than incompletions. He has the highest completion percentage in the league. It's the highest through a player's first 3 career games ever. And he sat down with our buddy Van Pelt before his coming out party on Monday Night Football.
What's happening, man? Scott Van Pelt. Pleasure to see you. Been waiting on this for a while.
I appreciate that.
I'm an old guy, but I'm old enough to remember the Joe Theismann, Doug Williams, Mark Rippon. What's your understanding of what that time was like, what Washington was like when that team had it cooking?
Man, I remember one time me and Doug went out and got lunch. And obviously, Doug is a star. They love him for what he did, what he accomplished here. So be able to just see that, man, I got somebody that done what I want to do at a high level, and all I got to do is go out there, learn from him, and, just try to keep getting better.
Jayden Daniels, the 2023 Heisman winner, the 2nd overall pick. Here's his welcome to the NFL moment.
How do you describe the appetite you all have as a group to take the steps towards getting back to what once was here in Washington?
Man, we're super hungry for it. It's going to be a process. It's not going to be an overnight thing, overnight success. But as a team, man, it's just how can we get better each and every day? How can we learn from our mistakes so when November and December come, we can hit our strides.
It is up, and it is good! Washington wins 21-18!
How much does it help, if there are nerves, to just exhale a little bit and get that first win at home?
Man, it means a lot. A couple of my buddies that have been in this league, they told me to celebrate these wins because it's hard to win in the NFL. No matter how many reps you played in college, once you get out here, it's still a different speed. You got grown men that are playing chess, and you might be thinking you're playing chess, but you might be playing checkers.
Quick handoff. No. Jayden Daniels keeps it. Touchdown!
Washington fans, when you take off, everybody's like holding their breath, right? How do you balance the fact that your legs are definitely going to be part of what make you great in this league with the fact that in this league, there's some big fellas out there and you're not the heaviest guy?
You got to pick your spots. When it's time to extend the play outside the pocket with your arm, with your legs, get what you can get so you can stay ahead of the chain.
Daniels is able to escape from him, spins out to the left, runs out of bounds, hit as he goes out of bounds.
For me, like the coaching staff, everybody, they don't want to take away what got me here, what could help me, but they just want me to go out there and just pick the spots when it's most important too.
This game on Monday is interesting because the guy on the other sideline under center is not just part of the Heisman brotherhood, but he's part of that LSU brotherhood. What's that relationship like in terms of a guy that maybe you can lean on and ask questions about what it is?
Yeah, me and Joe got a good relationship. Obviously, us both being transfers going to LSU and they accepting us and accomplishing what we accomplished there. We kind of built that relationship over those past 2 years, and now to be able to be on the same field as him, I know a lot of people back in Louisiana will be happy to tune into that game.
Good luck, good health, and keep doing your thing.
I appreciate that.
Yes, indeed.
So to be clear, that was before the Monday night game against Cincinnati when he went 21 of 23 and all the rest of that. And if you look at him play as a rookie right now, Alex, you consider he started over 50 games in college. What are we seeing in this young man?
Oh, it's showing up. All that experience is really showing up in the NFL. I mean, I don't know if there's ever been a rookie more prepared to play right away than Jayden Daniels. I mean, listen, I think we all saw the highlights of his Heisman run there at LSU and the athleticism, and I think we've seen that the first couple of weeks. But to pair it so quickly, I mean, the guy's completing over 80% of his passes. I mean, that's insane. His counterparts, his rookie counterparts, have 9 turnovers this year. This guy is 0. They haven't punted in 2 weeks. So when you talk about, combining that elite, I mean, and it is elite athleticism that he possesses with this kind of composure. I mean, in the 4th quarter this year, of all games, he is 23 of 26 in the 4th quarter. I mean, that is maturity, right? In the biggest moments we just saw under pressure, 3rd downs, 4th downs. This guy's just unfazed.
Yeah, you saw in the interview with SVP, I mean, he says his buddies are telling him it's hard to win the NFL. I mean, how can he believe that? Really, how can he? Because Randy, he's just floating out there, and I'm still waiting for a defense to rattle him, and it's just not happening.
You know, Brew, you're talking about all the rookies in the National Football League. Is there anyone playing better than this young man here? Can you find one? It's because I really think the success that he can sustain in the National Football League, or the success that he has in the league, is very sustainable. And the reason why I talk about is how he's reaching the deep part. Him throwing the ball deep in the plays he made last week on Monday Night Football. Everybody talks about the Monday lights. They're shining. It's bright. Man, he comes out in his first performance on Monday night. Remember the air raid offense?
Yeah.
Who brought the air raid offense to the National Football?
Cliff Kingsbury.
That's his offensive coordinator. So you talking about the excitement you hear in me. Barry said he's bringing the air raid offense. It didn't work the first time in Arizona, but he's going against his former team, and he has a quarterback behind him.
So that's interesting because I'm picturing people at home right now, Rex, are getting set to make fantasy decisions, daily fantasy decisions, and other things. When you consider the matchups today, is Jayden Daniels going to have the biggest day of the two quarterbacks on the field?
No, Kyler Murray is. And that quarterback that, you know, he never had great success with, Cliff Kingsbury or whatever. What's the success he has today with him?
Why?
And because, number one, the team that he's playing against. And, by the way, this guy's still one of the best players in the National Football League. And his mobility, look, Jayden Daniels, superstar, whatever. Yeah, he's played 3 games. This kid right here, I'm telling you, is playing as well as anybody. And I get it, they got beat last week. But he is an absolute beast, and especially in the system he's playing in. So, to me, as much as Jayden Daniels, I will say this, the entire league's going to be trying to look for the next Jayden Daniels. All right, there's a reason why a team tried to trade 3 first-round picks to move up to get to Jayden Daniels this year. The guy is fantastic. But this guy, Kyler Murray, people sleep on him. How the hell can you sleep on this guy? I think people forget how talented Kyler Murray is, and watch out today, Washington.
Two things about today. Listen, the Cliff Kingsbury note, I think, is a good one. We got to tip our hat to him. This is one of the most balanced offenses in the NFL when you talk about run game. Cliff has evolved. This isn't the same old air raid. This Washington team is really dynamic in the run game. And then the other thing today, these two defenses are overmatched. I mean, both these offenses they have a ton of firepower. This is going to be a high-scoring game. High-scoring game today.
Sometimes players matter. Okay, I'll introduce you to a player. The more the Cardinals win, you watch this number 45, Dennis Gardeck, play. He does everything for them. He rushes the passer. He got an interception last week. So 2 players against quarterbacks like a Jayden Daniels. A linebacker that can do a lot of things and get after it and have a lot of motor like Gardeck, and then Budda Baker at safety.
Love Budda.
They have to be impacts today.
Well, the total is 48.5, which is the highest of any game on the board. So to your point, everyone is projecting a high-scoring game. But it is the Commander defense. The Cardinals defense isn't going to remind anyone of the 85 Bears. But the Commanders defense is 30th in points allowed. To Rex's point, Kyler Murray could have a very good day against that team.
Headaches, really. I mean, when Kyler Murray makes it his own play, I mean, I guess it doesn't. Am I going to say it doesn't matter again? He's one of them guys. He's one of them guys.
We need Rex for another hour and 40 minutes before you can do that. Okay, one of the really interesting games of the day is the Saints getting set to go today, and they've got 2 injury situations. We're keeping a close